Hey there, welcome to Jackie Talks Horror. I'm Jackie, and today I'm going to be doing a preview of a film I briefly covered in my coming March and April video. Undertone is coming to cinemas on the 13th of March this year, 2026, and since the earlier video, the film has undergone a few changes. And just a quick heads up, I'll be using images and trailers from the film in this video, and there'll be links to any trailers and articles I use in the description down below. So the more I hear about it, the more I am really looking forward to it. And reviews from festivals are saying that it might be the scariest film this year. Okay, so let's have a quick look at what the film's about, with the premise. Undertone follows Evie, played by Nina Kiri, the host of a popular paranormal podcast, who moves into her mother's house to look after her. She soon finds herself relentlessly haunted by a series of terrifying mysterious recordings sent directly to her, of a young pregnant couple experiencing paranormal noises. She realises the woman's story is a mirror of her own, and each new recording scratches at her sanity, drawing her into a fate she cannot escape. That's a setup I'm instantly drawn to. I've always loved podcasts that investigate paranormal claims, especially ones that flirt with debunking as much as belief. So, with the premise set, let's have a look at what makes Undertone stand out. Normally, sound is an important way of setting the atmosphere, and it does so here, but it also seems to be the threat itself. The idea immediately brings to mind films like A Quiet Place, where sound becomes something you actively have to manage, and Pontypool, which turns listening itself into a risk. Undertone seems to be playing in that same space, where audio isn't just the atmosphere, it's central to the fear. Undertone was written and directed by Ian Tuason, marking his feature film directorial debut after previously working primarily on short films, and it had its world premiere at Fantasia in July 2025, where it won the Golden Audience Award for Canadian films. Shortly after that, A24 secured worldwide distribution rights in a highly competitive bidding situation, a notable result for a debut horror feature. From what I've seen from trailers and what I've heard, the film keeps us focused tightly on Evie, using close contained shots, keeping us as locked in the terror as she is, and this is combined with the effective use of negative space, leaving room around her that heightens tension and makes every sound feel consequential. The film had a modest budget of around $500,000 and was shot largely in Tuason's own home, which supports a deliberate immersive approach to horror. Talking about the film, Tuason was quoted as saying, "With the undertone, I'm crafting a horror experience that doesn't just evoke fear, it engulfs you in it, using immersive sound design to make the silence as terrifying as the unknown." Next, let's have a quick look at the cast and performances. Nina Kiri's portrayal of Evie seems to be getting singled out in reviews as a career-boosting performance for her. She does have a co-host, Justin, portrayed now by Adam DeMarco, who plays the believer to Evie's skeptic, but you'll only hear him as a voice, and the voices of other people she speaks to on her podcast. So from that, I think Nina is the only person we actually see, except for maybe her mother. So, as she carries the film, it follows that her performance would have to knock it out the park, and critics note that the vocal performances, especially Justin's, help tell the story, even if the real spotlight belongs to Kiri's immersive lead. So we've touched on its premiere at Fantasia, but let's have a bigger look at festival buzz and early reactions. So since the premiere at Fantasia, where the film was titled The Undertone, and A24's acquisition there, it made a small title change to just Undertone, and two characters have also been recast. Justin was portrayed by Chris Holden-Reed and was replaced by Adam DeMarco, and Dr. Ram was portrayed by Brian Quintero, and he was replaced by Ari Millen. And the film has since shown at the Sundance Festival in January this year, 2026. Let's have a quick look at a couple of reviews from those festivals. Brian Finelli in HorrorBuzz.com, who caught the movie at Fantasia, said, "Tuason's film also establishes one heck of a foreboding atmosphere. The camera moves through long shadowy hallways of Evie's home, causing the viewer to question if they saw something in the corner of the frame. The sound design includes a baby crying, thumps, running faucets, and other uncanny noises. And Mary Beth McAndrews from DreadCentral.com, who caught the movie at Fantasia, said, "Tuason knows his way around crafting an effective and tense shot. This is another example of the future of found footage and how filmmakers are melding their techniques to create new visions of horror. Thanks to an incredible sound design and a stellar lead, Tuason is able to execute a deeply unsettling horror experience that treads familiar ground but still manages to surprise you." There was also a viral text sent to some attendees of the opening at Sundance, such as Brad Miska, also for DreadCentral.com. He posts a voice message in the article, and the article says, "I just received a chilling audio message that says it wants to be heard, confirming that this is a viral stunt for Undertone, and it gave me a blistering patch of goosebumps." Okay, so before we finish, some final thoughts. I just hope that the hype of being called one of the scariest films isn't going to leave people going in with expectations it can't match. That has happened to so many films lately and has led to disappointment. Because what is scary to one person is not to others. It's a very subjective word and used too much as hype in reviews in the horror community, in my opinion. And I know that the overhype has led to bad reviews of films that would have otherwise had really good ones. For myself, for instance, Weapons was actually brilliant, but it was so overhyped by the time I got around to watching it, it was a bit of a letdown, and only rewatches has raised it back up for me. Okay, so that's all for this video. Are you looking forward to Undertone? Don't forget to mark your calendars for the 13th of March this year, 2026, to see it in cinemas. Thanks so much for watching. Do leave your comments down below, and remember, this is only my opinion of the film. It'd be a boring old world if we all like the same things. I'd love to have you back, so don't forget to like, subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss what's coming next on this channel. This is Jackie signing off. Take care and see you next time.